Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. So, yesterday, the review for Dragon Age dropped. If you want to call it that. It's more like advertising, honestly. When it comes to, games that are pushing certain agendas, they tend to do extremely well among, you know, big journalisms like IGN, Push Square, or just Eurogamer. Obviously, Eurogamer is also owned by IGN, so you know they were going to give the game a really high score anyway. And IGN owns a lot. I don't want to say a lot of publications, but they own quite a bit of publications. So you know their review scores are all going to be on par with each other. When I first saw the game, honestly, I was like, hey, the gameplay looks decent. You know, it looks all right. Graphics looks all right. But it's nothing too crazy when you're comparing it to like games like, Wukong, which looks absolutely stunning. The story might not be all there, but you're still gonna get, you're gonna have fun, and it's not pushing any kind of agenda. You're just there to play a game and not be lectured to or whatnot. But anyway, when we go over to Dragon Age, as you can see right here, this is Metacritics. This is pretty much all the reviews in one place. The overall meta score is about an 84, and 100%, or they give it 100 from Checkpoint Gaming. Press Start Australia gave it 100. Eurogamer gave it 100. Gaming Bible gave it 100. Game Rant, but so on and so forth. As you can see here, you can't trust any of these journalists. Just like the Game Awards. Honestly, like, I would not be surprised if this game gets nominated for Game of the Year and it actually wins. I would much rather just give it to Final Fantasy, because I know no way in hell is Stellar Blade or Wukong is even gonna get nominated for Game of the Year, even though Wukong is one of like the best-selling games for 2024. That game sold like gangbusters. So that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the journalist decides, who's going to get their vote for Game of the Year. And I can bet you, I mean, I don't want to bet you because I ain't got no money, but if I had some money, I would bet you $1,000 that this game is going to be nominated for Game of the Year. And it might fucking win. So it is what it is. But don't get me wrong, this game is going to sell. But as soon as people start playing the game and seeing what it is, it's just gonna turn people off. I'm curious to see what the Steam chart's gonna look like. What is the concurrent players? Does EA even put their games on Steam? That's a good question. Because it's a EA game, it's a BioWare game. Well, not the real BioWare. It's whatever it is now. IGN Brazil gave it 75, and then you see the score starts to go down. CD Action actually gave it a 60. GLHF on Sports Illustrated gave it a 60. VGC gave it a 60, and there's no review for what is it, Polygon. But Kotaku did review the game, and I think they probably overwhelmingly it's a positive fucking review. But anything that journalists say, whether they're movie critics, whether they are movies, music, or video games, or any critic of the sort, you can't trust any of that shit. You might as well just go experience it for yourself, because most of the time when critics hate certain movies like Venom, the fans fucking love it. You can see it by the score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's at 80, and the critic the critic score is about a 34, 35, or I think last time I looked at it, it was 37. So you can't trust that shit. But when you go to IGN's website, You can see the like to dislike ratio, and woo, they're getting ratioed hard. But like I said, this game will sell because everybody know of, Dragon Age. But I'm so used to that old Dragon Age 1 and 2, and I think Inquisition was 2. I've actually bought Dragon Age, but I just never got around to playing it, and it was a completely different game. And I thought this new way that they're going about it, making it more like an action RPG, I thought that was neat. At the beginning, I mean, I liked what they were showing when they first showed the game off, but after you start peeling off some layers and you start to see what they're trying to push, and then, like, yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. It's a hard pass. So this is IGN's video. Let me just make it smaller for you guys. As you guys can see, 6,000 likes. All those people work for EA? Just kidding. I don't know. 6,000 likes to 36,000 dislikes. I clicked on this video merely for the comment section. There's a reason YouTube got rid of dislikes. At this time, it's 5,400 likes and 31,000 dislikes. So, and it's gonna get more dislikes as this, firestorm that IGN decided to start. But a 9? A fucking 9? 9. 9 out of 10. Fuck. Eurogamer 100? And I think Push Square, I think, gave it a 9 out of 10, or like a really high score too. I think it's like a 90 or something like that. So you can't, like I said, you can't trust any of these fucking people. And then I've also heard that it's just a rumor, but they were actually not giving codes to reviewers that kind of like paint the game in a negative way. So there's other YouTubers here too, like Skill Up. They didn't give him a code for him to review. His video is doing extremely well, so hey, good for you, man. And then you have other reviewers that actually review the game and gave it a decent score, but they're getting hammered on the likes and dislike ratio. I think this YouTuber right here, Mortismal Gaming, gave it a decent score. He got a copy, so what does that tell you? He painted the game in a very positive light. Some people are calling it BioWare is back. No, BioWare is fucking dead and buried. So as you can see, you can't look at this. Let me see, which one is this one? Oof. 1,000 upvotes, 4,800 downvote. Oh, this is a Eurogamer, of course. Nobody gives a shit about Eurogamer. But like I said, when it comes to game reviews, just lean on your YouTubers that you watch that's not going to shill or sell out just for some buck or just for some access. If I wanted to review a game, I would not even, as long as my audience like what I'm making and they have the patience to wait for me to purchase the game and review it honestly, that'd be cool. Because there are some people out there, or certain YouTubers, that build up enough following that they don't mind getting their reviews late, because at least they know they're going to get an honest opinion instead of what the creators what the creators wanted you to hear. So if it's positive, of course they want you to put it out, of course. But if it's negative, hell no, they're going to make you wait. But this whole thing is just a clusterfuck. Like I said, this game is going to sell, but it's not going to sell as much. But I look forward to sitting back and just relax and watching it burn, because it's not really a game for me. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.